The following is a class on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, text number 18, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on January 13th, 1974 in Los Angeles.
धर्म पदई की न चरण पदा एके न बदई के न. So, in this Kali Yuga, religious principles of human society is supposed to be only one-fourth. And there are four yugas: Sattva, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. In the Sattva Yuga, people were very religious. Paramahansa. All of them are Paramahansa. So, the lamb, elevated in religious principle. And they used to live for 100,000 of years. As the religious principles are reducing, so many other things are reducing, of which the duration of life, bodily strength, mercifulness, memory, in this way, we are becoming almost on the level of animals. 1/4 religious principle means practically nobody is following, but still there is a section they follow. Just like Vaishnavas, Krishna conscious people, they are all over the world, at least at the present moment. And India, there are many, millions, and other countries it is now spreading. So, dharma padaikena charan. The bull is the symbol of religious principle. And cow is the mother. There are 7 kinds of mother. Ado Mata Guru Patni Brahmani Rajapatnika Dhenu Dhatri Tatha Prithi Sapta Iti Matarismita. Real mother, Ado Mata. And Guru Patni, the wife of Guru. This means that even Grihastha, he can become Guru. There is no such restriction, only sannyasi will become Guru, provided he knows the science. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has confirmed it. Kiba Vipra Kiba Sudra Nasi Kane Noy Jai Krishna Tattva Vetta Sei Guru Hoy. It doesn't matter what he is. Kiba Vipra, he may be a Brahmana, but born in a Brahmin family. Generally, a Brahmana born in a Brahman family, he becomes Guru. Brahman is supposed to be the Guru of other caste. Not suppose, that is the factual. Without becoming Brahmana, nobody can become Guru. Just like without passing the BA examination, nobody can enter into the law college. Similarly, there is a restriction. Without becoming a Brahmana, qualified Brahmana, sattva samadama titikha. Nobody is allowed. Not a rascal, no knowledge, and he becomes guru and incarnation of God, because people do not know what is dharma. They want to be cheated. So there are so many cheaters, and they want to be satisfied. No book is required now. You remain as full as you are, and still you become God. This is it. So this is therefore it is called dharma padaikena. Actually, religious principle is lost in this stage. And without becoming religious, there is no human society. There is animal society. That is the distinction between animal and man. The cats and dogs, they have no church, they have no temple, they have no mosque. They are naked, loitering in the street, having sex intercourse on the street. There is no restriction. Live like anything, do like anything. There is animal life. Animal. Dharmena hila pasuvi samana. If religious principles are not accepted, there is lacking in the human society. Narakayava kalpate. It becomes a narak, hell. So religious principle required. And by religious principle, one can become perfect in spiritual consciousness. Religious principle means to understand what is God. That is religious. And human life is meant for that purpose. To know God, knowledge. Veda. Veda means knowledge. So Veda is to sarva aham eva vidyam. The Bhagavad Gita it is said. Knowledge, advancement of knowledge means ultimately to know God. That is not. To become a first-class carpenter, that is not knowledge. That first-class carpenter we find among the animals also. They can, birds in, I do not know whether that bird is here in your country. We have got in India one class of bird, they are called babui. They manufacture their nest in such a nice way. Carpentry. I will be surprised. Is that Sarup Damodar in your country also? Yes. You see. They do not learn from school, college what is carpentry, but they can do it. So, this advancement of knowledge, these factories and other things, they're all Sudra's business. That is not Brahmana's business. Sudra. Therefore, in this age, in the Kali Yuga, it is said, Kalau Sudra Sambhava. The whole population is Sudra. There is no Brahman, there is no Kshatri, no Vaishya. Sudras are doing this. Just like a Sudra, low class, fourth class, he is officially acting as priest. And he is sanctioning homosex. Yes, I give you my blessing. Be married man to man. Yes, see. A Shudra who has no knowledge, and he is saying animal has no soul. That means Shudra. It has no perfect knowledge, anything. Why animal has no soul? Here it is said that Vivasam Imamataram Sasubhadra. The cow mother was crying, tears falling down. And why the Vivasya, her cup was taken away or dead? I have seen it personally. In New Vrindavan, we purchased one cow and she was crying. Do you remember that? Because her cup was taken away and already killed. And we purchased that cow. In our New Vrindavan, we give protection to the cows. So I have seen it. She was crying. So why do you say that she has no soul? How foolish this! What is the symptom of having a soul? How do you deny that the animal has no soul? How much foolishness it is. What is the symptom of soul? The symptom of soul is consciousness. This body, your body, my body. So long the soul is there, you will feel pain and pleasure, conscious. If I pinch your body, if you are living, then you will feel pain. But when the soul is gone, if I chop off your body, you will not protest. That is the difference. So, when the animal also feels same way, just like her cuff is taken away, she is crying. So, how can you say that there is no soul in the man? How much foolish it is, let's see. And the Kali Yuga has become so cruel that even a cow is crying for the lost child and human being purposefully killing child. Purpose, knowing to avoid botheration. Just see. Where is dharma? Everything is gone. Everything is gone. Every man is being prepared, being educated as Shudra, non-religious, Mlecha, Yavan, like that. So there is no improvement. There's no spiritual improvement. Tanaham disata Quran kipami ajasya Without religion, everyone will degrade. Degrade means now in this life, as human being, you may have some facilities, but just after death, adho gachanti tamasa, jaganna gunavrittistha, adho gachanti tamasa. Without religion principle, everyone will be abominable. And therefore, adho gachanti tamasa, they are in ignorance. See, ignorance is bliss now. It is folly to be wise where ignorance is bliss. Isn't it? If we talk nonsense, then many people will accept. But if we are preaching Krishna consciousness, God consciousness, they do not take very much care. This is primitive. Only the old fools, they will take part in here. So ignorance is bliss at the present moment. To remain in darkness, that is advancement of knowledge. And to be enlightened that you are not this body, you are spirit soul, you are within this body, and on account of accepting this material body, you are in trouble. The death is there. That is not the death of the soul, but of the body. This is advancement of asangayang purusa. तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति धीरस्तत्वनमयति. This knowledge is already there in the Vedas. Anyone can take advantage But they think that to remain fool, that is advert. That is advert. Ignorance is bliss. It is folly to be wise. So, dharma padaikena charan. At the present moment, the society, human society, not cats and dog society, human society, they have lost 75% of their religious life. 75. That 1% has to be seen in some poor society like us. Otherwise, it is finished. Dharmopadikena, padaikena charan, vichayam, upalamba, gav. So, the cows at this present age are very, very sorry, always. They know where cows are maintained, raised. They understand that after a few days I will be sent into the slaughterhouse, I will be killed. She knows. Therefore, they do not supply sufficient milk, because if one is very sorry in mood, so he cannot eat nicely, he cannot sleep nicely, he cannot walk nicely. But during Maharaj Yudhishthir's time, the cows were so happy that in the grazing ground, from the milk bag, milk was dropping, and the grazing ground became muddy with milk. This is not story, this is a fact. I have received one letter from Kirtanananda Swami from the Vrindavan that our cows are increasing giving milk. And one cow, she is first pregnant, and they're expecting 80 pounds of milk per day. Naturally. And they are not afraid of. Kirtanananda Maharaj has given each cow a name. That was system even Krishna's time. Krishna, all the cows, they were given name. And when Krishna will call by name, they will come immediately. So we have got very intimate relationship with cow. Cow is mother. And why not mother? You are drinking milk and killing. How much ungrateful. And they want to live in peace, you see. Committing daily so much sin all over the world, not only the Western world, in India also. In India, they are killing 10,000 cows daily. And not to speak of in the Western country. So, this loss of religious principles is going on vigorously without any restriction, and still they are thinking of good president, good rule, good government. That is doing, it will not be possible. It is nature's punishment. Urdhang gachanti sattvasva madhve tishtanti rajasa jaganna gunavrittisto adho gachanti ta. This is the statement in the Bhagavad Gita. Jaganna, abominable character. You are going down, 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 down. And at, because tatha dehantara prapti. Dehantara, it is said that after giving up this body, you will accept another body. Now, there are 8,400,000 species of life, bodies, forms. So, Krishna says, tatha dehantara prapti. You will have to accept another body, but does not say what kind of body. There are so many types of body. Because there is no guarantee. That will depend on your work. Karmana yunetrena. As you work in this life is preparation for the next life. So for the human civilization, they should try for going, just like they are trying to go to the moon planet by machine. That is not possible. But you can go to the moon planet provided you qualify yourself in this life. Next life will be found. That is possible. Urdham gacchati, it is said. Sattvastva, if you remain in the modes of goodness, then you will be promoted to the higher planetary system. Urdham. Higher planetary system means long duration of life, better standard of living condition, very beautiful, and God conscious, so many facilities. Even in there is one planet, one Lord, there are groups of planets. That good planet is called Siddhalok. Siddhaloka means in this planet, what you learn by yogic practice, there, anyone who is born, he has got all the yogic power within his influence. That is called Siddhalok. Yogic Siddhi, there are 8 kinds of Siddhis, perfection. Anima, Logima, Prapti, Siddhi, Gita, Boshita, Prakamma, like that. Anima means, I have several times discussed, Anima means you can become smaller than the smallest. And Mahima means you can become larger than the largest. These are siddhis, not yogi simply pressing the nose. No, that is preliminary, yoga siddhi. So, in the siddha loka, those who are born, they are higher human being. They have got anima siddhi, lokima siddhi. Lokima siddhi means to become lighter than the feather. That is called lokima siddhi. Just like a feather floats in the air, similarly, you can, by lokima siddhi, you can float in the air. So, in that siddhi loka, siddha loka, people are so advanced that they can float in the air and they go from one planet to another. There, siddha loka. So there are many facilities. In Bhagavad Gita also, it is confirmed, not only in one place, urdham gacchanti sattvastva. Urdham means higher planetary system. Another place, Krishna said, janti deva brata deva, pitrin janti pitri brataha, bhute ja janti bhutani, mad jajino pi janti ma. You can go anywhere you like. Our propensity is there. That at night we see so many stars, so many planets, or at daytime we see the sun. Sometimes we think how we can go there. That is natural. That is natural. But you can go there. Because you are feeling that how can I go there? You have got the capacity, provided you become perfect like that. There is process. Not by force that you can go this planet. No, that is not possible. Buddham gachanti sattvastva. If you are in the modes of goodness, automatically he will be promoted. He will be promoted. The Janti Deva Brata Devan. If you treat like Deva, Deva means godly character, then you can go to any planets where the demigods live. These are all planets, what you see, millions of stars. They're all planets and they are living entities, just like in this planet. That is also confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. Jassa prabha prabhavatu jagadanna koti. Not only this one universe, but there are millions of universes. Jassa prabha prabhavatu jagadanna koti. Kotishu asesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam. In Kotishu, there are millions of universes, and each universe, Kotishu, uh, Jassa prabha prabhavatu jagadanna koti, Kotishu asesha, uh, asesha. In each universe, there are unlimited number of planets. Take this knowledge. Those are scientists. Everything is there. That is called Veda. All knowledge perfect. You are making research. What research you can make? Do you know how many stars? You cannot count him. But they are not fictitious, they are fact. You are daily seeing. But you cannot go there. That is called condition so. You must remain here. That is called condition. What is the advancement of science? You cannot go to other planet. You cannot live forever. You cannot stop death. You cannot stop disease. You cannot stop old age. Then what is the advancement? Simply talking nonsense. Just make a solution of this problem. I want to go to moon planet, but I am being stopped, I am being checked. So many so-called scientists are trying, but useless. Useless. They're simply talking, I've seen a great fracture in the moon planet. And they're making research. How the fracture? They're spending after so many millions and trillions of dollars. They are now researching how the fracture came in. Or they brought some dust, that's all. And these foolish rascals are being highly paid, and they're bluffing, and then accepting, and they're self-corporation. Now you're advancing in science, that's all. Even if you go moon planet, what is that? There are millions and trillions of planets. Can you go there? They calculate that to go to the topmost planet, which we call Brahmalok, it will take 40,000 light years to go. Do they not say? Sarup Damodar, for going to the topmost planet. How many years they take? And no, there's some paper says that it will take 40,000 of years, leap year. No, it is called light year. Now say, who is going to leap for 40,000? Before going to that planet, he will be 40,000 times finished. And still they're advanced. Still they're proud of advancement knowledge. They say then in their own word, the 40,000 of years it will take. And they want to expect to go there. Although the fact is, before going there, he will be 40,000 times killed. So this ignorance, therefore ignorance is bliss here. No knowledge. This is not knowledge. This is knowledge. Bhagavad Gita. Janti deva brata deva. If you become godly, good character, that good character is Krishna consciousness. The Krishna conscious man does not even like to go to the moon planet, sun planet. Their ideal is farther. What is that? Goloka Vrindavan. That is confirmed. Is it possible to go to Goloka Vrindavan, Krishna's planet? Yes. Krishna says, Madhajajino janti maho. If you become my devotee, come to me. Many places. Krishna says, Takta deham punarjanma naiti mameti kaunteya. If you become fully Krishna conscious, many places, Bhagavad Gita, Jang jang bhavam smaran loki tajattanti kalivaram. Many places it is confirmed that if you understand Krishna, then at the time of death, you will think of Krishna naturally. If you are trying to understand Kirtaniya Sadahari, Sada means 24 hours. If you are in Krishna consciousness, naturally, at the time of death, you think of Krishna, so that is confirmed. Jang jang bhapi smarana bhavam tajatante kalevaram. Then another place, takta dehang punarjanma naiti. Such person, Krishna conscious person, who has understood Krishna, such person, after giving up this body, takta deham, deham means his body, punarjanma naiti. He is not going to take birth again in this material world. Then what happened? Mameti, he comes to me. Immediately your soul is transferred to the spiritual world. With spiritual world, even in the material world, you cannot go to the topmost planet. And spiritual world means you have to go through the covering of this material universe. Then you come to the spiritual sky. And the spiritual sky, this topmost planet is called Goloka Vrindavan. That is Krishna. So, what this university can educate? We have got this knowledge from the Vedas. Urdham gachanti sattva madhye tistanti rajasaha. Don't commit a sinful life. Don't become irreligious. That is not for your interest. That is for Maya's interest. Your interest is to become religious. Your interest. That is a dharma padaikena. Why 124? Practically at the present, nobody is religious. Nil. But by calculation in book theory, that in this age, 25% or 1/4. So at least execute that facility. At the present moment, nobody can also. Therefore, Shastra is very lenient to the people of this age. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that Kalau dosa nidhi rajan asti ji ko mahan guna. That Sukadeva Goswami was describing about the symptoms of this Kali Yuga, how downfallen will be the people. Dosa, full of dosa, faults. Not only full, but dosa nidhi, a ocean of faults. Kalo dosa nidhi rajan, asti ji ko mahan guna. Oh, my dear king, I've described about the ocean of faults of this age, but there is one great boon in this age. Kalau dosi deraja, asti eka mahanaguna. That is special facility for the men of this age. Eka mahan. What is that? Kirtanadeva Krishnasya mukta sangha parambari. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, he can be liberated and can be transferred to the spiritual world. Kirtanadeva Krishna. This Krishna, Hare Krishna, especially made. Kirtan, one can say, now I can chant this name, that name. God has got many names. No, God has got many names, that's all right. But when Kirtan is required, that is Krishna. That name, not other name. You cannot say, why Krishna? Although Krishna says you can chant any name, but specifically say, Krishna, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Iva Kevala. Hare Nama, Hare means Krishna. Krishna's name. The Kirtanaya Krishna sa mukta sangha parang braje. If you chant Hare Krishna mantra, then you become liberated from the contamination of so many faults of this age. Practically you can see these Krishna consciousness society, the boys and girls and sitting here and bring any number of boys and girls from outside and compare with them. Compare with them. If you are actually honest, then study. These boys, these girls, are not comparable outside this Krishna consciousness movement. Thank you. See.